halfouddeen.com. Do you want to know what makes love grow? What makes love grow? It's half of your deen, said the Prophet, peace be on him. Half of your deen. It's part of Islam, increasing your iman. Half of our deen. halfouddeen.com.
Ever since I made these videos on YouTube, I started getting these invites to all these different events. The most interesting stories are not necessarily the ones I'm speaking about on stage, but what happens after I leave the stage. One of my favorite encounters is when I have couples walk up to me after the event's over and say, guess what, brother? Me and my wife met on your website, halfouddeen.com, and we're happily married, and we just wanted to say Jazakallah khair. That's priceless, and it feels more rewarding than any amount of laughter that I got on stage, because bringing two couples together is an amazing experience. Then there's those kids and parents that walk up to me that are fans of the kids series I do, Hooray for Baba Ali, and they're like, hey, do you know who that is? Do you know who that is? That's Baba Ali. And then their kids like, who that? And then the parents like, that's Baba Ali, the one you've been watching on YouTube over and over and over again, the one who tells you to put on your shoes and brush your teeth. You don't remember him? You watch him every single day. And then the kid's like, I don't know who that. Oh, he's the one in the computer. What is he doing outside the computer? And the parent's like, I don't know, but stand next to him, we'll take a picture. And then, once in a while, I meet some interesting characters, usually from the old school. And then, for whatever reason, they give me their business card, even though we're not doing any type of business.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. I just finished listening to your talk, and I wanted to work with you. Here's my card.
Oh, thanks for your kind words. I see you're a cardiologist. How did you want us to work together?
Oh, you see, Islam is not here. It is not here. You get it here. In fact, it is here, right here, in the heart.
Oh, okay. Because I always thought Islam was here.
Are you a doctor, brother?
No.
So what are you touching? Have another card?
Oh, it's okay. I already got a card.
I know, but obviously you need another card.
So is there anything I can help you with?
Actually, yes. My son, he watches your videos and he likes them. So I thought it'd be good for you to talk to him. You see, my son, when he was very small, he used to listen to me, and I used to teach him culture, and he listened. And now, as he's getting old, not like that kind of old, but that old that is like, what's up, pops, what's up, like that. I don't know what that means, but he says those things, and I look at him, and I say, that is not my culture. I need this boy to listen to me and follow my culture, not his culture.
Okay.
When I tell him about the love for my culture, it is not here. I don't know where his love for culture is. I'm starting to think it's not even there.
With all due respect, it's your culture, and your son may view it in a very different way than the way you view it. Have you ever thought about talking to him through the Islamic angle regarding listening to your parents?
It doesn't matter what Islam says. It matters culture. I have cards. I have many cards.
Well, that seems to be your problem, because why should he care what your culture says? Kids today who are finding Islam are caring more about what Islam says.
Look, I took him to the masjid. I told the people at the masjid, I said, here's my son. I want you to teach him about my culture. And they looked at me like, and then I said, why are you looking at me like this? And they said, we don't teach culture. We teach Islam. And I said, what?
And what happened?
The masjid, they didn't care about my culture. So I told them, and I felt in my heart I must do something.
So what did you do?
I gave them my card. I gave all of them my card. And the next day I come back. Do you know what happened? The cards were in the trash. What's wrong with the people? They don't care about my card. They don't care about my culture.
I often go to the masjid and I see the same thing over and over again. I find cultural parents who have problems with their kids. Sometimes a conflict is a result of their kids growing up in this country and therefore they have a completely different culture than their parents. And then sometimes a conflict is because their parents are cultural and the kids are religious, and this is quite too common. Either way, the parents hold on to their culture with their dear life, hoping that someday my child will become cultural like me because they'll remember back home. What they fail to realize is their kids can care less about back home because they are not back home, and they're not planning to go back home because this is home. Don't get me wrong, me and many of the youth don't have a problem with culture. We just have a problem with the culture that conflicts with our deen. Sometimes you ask people which one's more important, Islam or our culture, and they say, of course, Islam, our religion comes first, and then you see their actions, and the first thing they compromise is Islam, and the last thing they compromise is their culture. So no matter what they say, the actions always speak louder than words, and you can see by their actions which one they love more. Let me remind myself and everyone else that all the cultural things that we have so much pride in means nothing on the Day of Judgment. Islam is what brings us success. Not our race, not our countries, not our culture, not even our profession.
What about my card?
Not even your card. A lot of youth are now returning back to Islam, and what I said in this video is very clear for them. I hope one day it becomes just as clear for many of our parents as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? This is Ali reminding you just in case you forgot. This is Ali reminding you just in case you forgot.